All the while, the individual who's infected is infecting other people. And the process and cycle is continuing.
So they have to show symptoms before they're contagious?
That is our present thinking.
Can we contain it?
Well, we were trying to do exactly that when we were summoned here.
Well, then I suggest you get back to your job. Dr. Martin, thanks for the explanation.
Please.
Agent Sampson?
Yeah,
There's a possibility you're contagious. We're gonna have to move in.
I'll think about it.
That wasn't a request.
Hey, Sampson.
Horvath,
What's the matter? You don't look too happy to see me.
I didn't ask for the help.
Like I really want to be here.
Listen, man, I'm fine.
Doc's orders, big man.
Please, Agent Sampson.
As you can see, I've already eluted some of the specimens to pull out proteins, messenger RNAs, and genes. We're loading our libraries of microarray chips while we are doing some NMR to begin seeing the structure of the creature.
The bottom line is you can only look through libraries of recognized pathogens, right?
It's easier to look for something we already know than it is for something new, yes.
Anything else?
If we find similar structures between fragments of the RNA, we might be able to reconstruct the likely virus.
Any positives thus far?
Too early, but here's what we have so far.
This is the avian flu.
And this is what our young victim had.
It's not a match.
Exactly. We've got 1,000 libraries cooking. So we might be able to identify conserved domains and perhaps start building a model.
Well, if the index card is any indication of this infection, we're not gonna have a lot of time.
And pray that we get lucky.
How you feeling?
Like hell. You know what ticks me off? Vicente. The bastard looks good.
It's not your problem anymore, Pete. You're a patient now. Be a patient. You hang in there.
CDC treats you like you're nuclear waste or something.
Hang on a second there. Hang on. I mean, doesn't every society have the right to protect?
Hello?
Aunt Kayla? Hey, I was just wondering if you could give me a ride home from the rink.
Oh, honey, I'm really just kind of crazy right now. Where's your mom? Can she give you a ride home?
No, she's in La Jolla.
Well, is Lisa there today?
Yeah.
Can you ask her mom if she can give you a ride home?
Sure. The Today Show is showing pictures of you from last night. You sounded smart.
Thank you.
Everybody's talking about it.
I know, this flu can be kind of scary stuff.
Not to me. I know if there was a real problem, you'd tell me.
I would. Sweetie, I've got to go.
Oh, real quick. I nailed the triple this morning.
I knew you could. I'll call you later.
Okay, bye. Lisa? Lisa?
You need a ride?
Yeah.
This your first time in a taxi by yourself?
Yep. And I do have mace, mister.
Don't you worry about a thing, honey. I'll have you home in no time.
Thank you.
Buckle up.
Here are the latest latest details regarding the Riptide virus crisis. Officials in Australia have raised the death toll to 14, and in Asia, reports are now coming in of 4 suspected cases in Japan. Meanwhile, several positive test results have been announced in Paris, Amsterdam, and Berlin. Health officials are focusing on curbing the spread of the disease.
I remain confident that we will be able to contain the negative effect of the disease.
Troy, thank you. Listen, now's not really a good time.
I just need a minute, Kelly.
If you're worried about Gil, I explained it to him. I didn't editorialize.
About what a crappy father I am?
You said it, not me.
I just thought I'd drive him to school.
I already have a ride.
Hey, buddy. Listen, I'm so sorry. There's a lot of stuff going on right now.
Troy, Frank, this is Troy. This is awkward.
Good to meet you.
Yeah.
Troy, can I talk to you for a minute?
Hey, I'm gonna be late.
Just a minute, sport. Listen, that's a hell of a boy you got out there.
Yeah, I know.
I know it's not my place, but...
You're right. It's not your place. And let's get something straight, Frank. I am Gil's father. You're just a guy sleeping with his mother.
Troy, that's enough.
Clear?
You need to move on.
Lindsay, I know you're having trouble breathing, so we're gonna put a tube down your throat. It's gonna be a little uncomfortable, but it's gonna help you breathe. I'm gonna take this off now, okay?
I'm afraid.
I know.
How we doing?
Not good.
Show me.
Here's the H3N7 virus, or unknown virus. Now, here's an example of how quickly it spreads. We have found that it depletes the immune system in 2 different ways.
How so?
Some of the people's immune systems have slowed the replication of the virus down as compared to how the virus infected Ames Smith.
That's good, right?
No, not really.
Although it seems there are 2 kinds of reactions to the virus, one faster, one slower, the end result is still the same: death.
Considering our one rogue passenger is still out there infecting the public, with a ripple effect, we can hit critical mass, making this uncontainable in just 3 days.
CDC efforts in Los Angeles and around the country have become focused on finding a cure for the influenza virus. While vaccines offer definitive protection from the flu, the
Daddy, why won't they show me reading my report?
Porque están hablando sobre, you know, the people on the airplane.
They'll have it soon. But I'll be at school. Honey, I'm recording the whole thing for you. Don't worry, okay?
All right, I gotta go.
Where are you going?
Oh, I'm meeting Alan and Carlos at the National Guard post, but before I go to work.
Love you.
People ask why God has brought us to this place, this time, why Ames Smith was taken. I don't believe in a God who plans all events. God has given us a beautiful home on earth, but he's kept it a struggle. It's because that struggle makes us human. And it is by being human that we can reach.
No one showed.
So I say to you, Lauren,
We did.
to look to the divine for your strength and your comfort. There's a maxim that suggests that with every curse, there's a hidden blessing. And I pray that one day you find whatever that blessing may be in this tragedy, and it brings you peace. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost.
Hey.
Hey.
How's it going?
Well, I got a call from a girlfriend at County. She said their ER's packed, so is UCLA's and St. John's. Pretty much anyone who has a cold thinks they have the flu.
Well, you take a few letters out of pandemic, you get panic. I stole that from one of Skrzykowski's lectures. You can hold down the fort?
Do I have a choice?
Not really. Hey, I was just actually coming up to see you. Anything?
Captain Salter died 3 hours ago. I mean, he was a diabetic and his immune system was probably compromised to begin with, but now we've got 29 symptomatic, 18 critical.
How's Lindsay?
Flight attendant?
Yeah.
She's not doing good.
I want to see her. Stay aside.
She flatlined. Dropped out of nowhere.
1 milligram of Epi.
Come on. Come on. Nothing. Colin.
I'll be right back with that invoice.
Right away.
He's in zone 1 the entire flight.
Kayla, Dr. Skrzykowski.
What's wrong?
Well, Dr. Ito hasn't been able to identify the virus, but we know it's not avian.
So, we have a mutated virus that seems to move faster than avian. And if it's more deadly, too.
Sir, we're losing people here.
These are the people who received the Tamiflu?
Yes.
Well, they aren't going to work for everyone. You have others who aren't on antivirals, who aren't getting sick.
We shouldn't wait, sir. We're only talking about a couple